In this lesson, I'll show you how to work in Sketchbook Pro, do a quick overview of your work environment, and preview the main menu tabs. To begin, let's take a look at the main menu tools and controls, starting with the Interface Lagoon. As I pick my stylus, I'm going to go ahead and navigate it to the Interface Lagoon, this semi-curved region of your display. As you move your cursor over the icons, they will automatically preview the particular tool icon on the interface. And what you want to do to access those tools is to press down. And as you press down, you'll see a range of devices that you can access. Again, just press down and drag. As you press and drag, hold down your stylus. It will reveal each of those tools. Let's go down to the next one. Let's go ahead and deselect that. Press down on the next tool icon. This one in particular shows your different drawing tools. Press down on the next one and drag, and this will show different colors. Again, that's not all the colors are available, but those are the main colors that we have on the wheel. On the next icon, these are your editing tools. You have some options to clear your drawing. You can copy, you can paste. After you select it, you can actually cut your item. You can crop a selection and resize that. And you can also move and rotate and scale that particular selection. Again, to pull out of that particular selection, go ahead and pull back to the middle of your selection. And the last one is your file editing, which allows you to save a file. You can create a new one. You can advance to the next image. You can go back to a previous image, or you can open a previous file. One of the things I want to talk about before we go too far is that Sketchbook Pro allows you to position your lagoon if you're left or right-handed. So if you're right-handed, obviously it's easier to reach over to make your selections. Let's go ahead and take a look at a scenario where if you're left-handed, you can actually go ahead and float your cursor over that icon that's over on the far extreme left or right. In this case, it's on the extreme left, and drag. And you see where it says Lagoon Right? Just go ahead and drag to it and lift up on your pen. And you see how it brings the lagoon over to the other side of the board? This is going to make things a lot easier if you're left-handed to reach over to make your selections. Let's go ahead and pull that back to the left and continue with the last two items on the Interface Lagoon. Now you see how as I move the cursor over to the brush tools, there's a highlight that highlights that area. Let's go ahead and move that over and click once, and up pops your brush tools. Again, just like as before, using the marking menu system, as you press down, you can make your selections. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the different brush tools that you have available. Ballpoint pen, paintbrush, you have felt tip markers, you have a smear tool, you have a smudge tool or a blur tool, and you also have a sharpening tool. What's really great here is that you have also two different types of erasers. You have a hard eraser for quick removal, and then you have an adjustable soft eraser, which works very much like a kneaded rubber eraser. You have some fill tools, which allow you to select and fill with color. And I'm going to click on this little arrow down below. But in fact, before I go too far, let's go ahead and move that up. Let's click down. And what this does, and we'll go into this in a future lesson, is that you can actually customize your brushes and save them. And once you've customized the tool, you can actually save that brush, and you can recall that anytime when you're doing a drawing. One more thing I just want to cover here. Again, there's a little icon here on the upper left, which is like a little hockey puck with a little tail on it. This is called your Resize Brush tool, and let me share with you very quickly how that works. And I'd like to share with you, probably the airbrush is the best one to demonstrate that with. Now, once we're in this tool, what you can do is once you position your cursor in the middle of that Resize Brush tool, as you move to the right, you can see how the numbers grow. If you look at the middle of your display screen, and if you go left, they decrease in size. Let's go ahead and make that bigger. And you can instantly see how that can be a super useful tool as you're sketching, where you can actually adjust your airbrush as you're rendering color. Let's go ahead and close that. One of the things that you can do too, also as you're working in Sketchbook Pro, is that you can clear your screen by going directly down below to your Interface Lagoon and drag and click clear, and now clear your drawings. Put this aside and go to the next item down below. This is your current color or your color selector. And if you click on that, this allows you to take color and actually customize color and save color. So let's go ahead and select color from the color wheel. Let's take a blue. You can see how the blue appears on this color box. Now, there's a couple ways you can select the color. You can actually go ahead and grab one of these handles, and you see how this handle moves around that color wheel? What this does is it actually allows you to add color, either add more warmth to the color or add more coolness to the color, to adjust the color to your liking. So in this case, we're taking the blue, we're moving it more into the red range to give us more of a magenta or purple. And what that'll do is that'll allow us to change the color, or we can actually go more to a cooler range and we can go more towards the greens. Now, let's say we like that color, we can actually save that color. And you see how it's been previewed here in the window. You can actually hover your cursor, press down on your tablet, and drag it right into one of the open spaces. Let's go ahead and do that again. Go ahead and choose a red. And we might want to go to something not quite as bright. Pick that color and drag that right into our color swatch library. So anytime you want to take a tool and you want to pick that color, you can actually take the color picker, select that color, and change. We'll pull that tool aside. Let's go ahead and clear our canvas. This overview of Sketchbook Pro's drawing tools, marking interface, and Lagoon will be covered in greater detail in future lessons.